what is the best piece of advice that you can give about remodeling?
What I'd like people to know is that the cheapest and least expensive way to make changes on any build is
This video is sponsored by NEO Heat, Air, and Renovations. One of the best ways you can support my content is by doing business with NEO Heat, Air, and Renovations. More information about them is in the description of this video. Hello, my name is Franklin, and I'm with,
Reid Smith.
and he owns Design in a Kilt. And I wanted to ask some questions about construction. So, my first question with him is, what do you wish people knew about remodeling that you think they don't know?
Well, because I'm a designer and we do a lot of our work inside CAD programs, what I'd like people to know is that the cheapest and least expensive way to make changes on any build is going to be to do it in the computer instead of out in the field. So it's worth the money to pay a designer and know what you're going to do. It makes it easy for you to go get apples to apples bids from different contractors to know exactly what you're getting ahead of time instead of making those changes that are very costly in the field.
So, have you probably have seen people that didn't do that, and then they have to spend a lot more money uh, because they didn't go and do that preparation work.
Absolutely. And a lot of builders out there are not going to know, they're going to build exactly what you ask them to do. That's their job. Me being a designer, I'm coming in and I'm asking a lot of questions on the front end. How you use your space, how do you entertain? What are you trying to accomplish? What are your must-haves as opposed to your wants, and see how we can incorporate everything into that design.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. And then my second question is, what is the best piece of advice that you can give about remodeling?
Well, the thing is, yeah, the three most expensive questions, words in remodeling is um, might as well. The four most expensive is why we're at it. So, having that plan ahead of time is going to keep you from adding to a budget and letting it explode beyond what you had initially planned on. So, again, going in with a plan from the beginning is going to be the best thing that you can do.
Last question for you is, what is your differentiation? What makes you different?
I think it again comes from the design aspect of what I'm doing. There are a lot of good builders out there. Um, that's not even what I do the best. You know, I I pride myself in space planning. I again make it a very personal process to come in and do the remodel to find out just what you are trying to accomplish in your build. Taking that time and the attention to detail, I think, is one of our major differentiators there for us.
All right. Well, Reed, thank you so much for your time. I know I've talked to your daughter, and she's told me how you've helped build things downtown, and you're doing a lot of things all the time, it seems like. But I'm thankful for your work, and because I've known about what you have done and things like that, I really wanted to interview you. So thanks.
No, you're welcome.
Okay.
And then speaking to downtown and things that have been done, I grew up in this town.
Mm.
Moved away when I was 16. When I came back in 2000, I saw how many of the downtown buildings were boarded up. Um, I made a map of downtown and the owners of those boarded up buildings. And, over the last 25 years now at this point, it's been, working with each of those homeowners, whether I was buying the buildings myself or, inspiring them to do something with their buildings until, you know, seemed like in 2020 it kind of became an overnight success, and that grove just turned around during COVID. And I'm very proud of the downtown we have now.
Yeah.
And this is where my family is rooted and grounded now. So
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I will put the link to Design in a Kilt in the description of this video as well. Talk to you later.